Hello and welcome. I am Nameless. I am the Oracle here at Nameless Intuitions. If you are clicking on this reading today, that is because you were drawn to this object. This is a Runic Woman Bind Rune that I made. It is meant to bring people into the power of their femininity. So if you clicked on this, you are probably either embodying your divine feminine aspect or seeking to embody your divine feminine aspect. So with that in mind, we're going to make an offering before the reading to facilitate a good reading. And in doing so, I'm going to use the main rune on the Runic Woman Bind Rune, which is the woman rune. It's Elhaz reversed. And it means woman. It also comes with danger, but meaning it's used as protection. And it's divine protection. So you're using your divine femininity for protection. And that's what this rune is currently embodying on this candle. And we're going to burn through it during the reading. Now, underneath this rune, I'm going to do the other main rune on the bind rune, which is Berkana. This is the B rune, or the Earth Mother rune. It also has to do with secrecy. So we're kind of using it here to delve into the secrets of the spirits and what God wants to tell you. It's also a heavy protection rune. The Earth Mother is a very strong protection rune, Berkana. So we have the Woman rune for protection and the Earth Mother rune for protection, and underneath that, we're going to facilitate a wealth of knowledge. So we're going to, in sticking with the feminine, divine feminine aspect of this, we're going to write in Fehu, which is the very first rune in the Elder Futhark family. It means magic, wealth, and it is the goddess Fae. Or Fae. I'm not entirely sure which one it was. But basically, it is the creation fire. It's a very feminine rune as well. So, these 3 runes are going to burn during our reading and facilitate knowledge, power, and protection in a controlled, feminine, and protective manner. I'm sensing you're feeling a little conflicted about something, like you're here for it, but there's something on your mind that is kind of a warring aspect of your personality. It's like a cognitive dissonance. You have 2 ideas in your head right now, I feel, that are fighting, but more so, I sense that you're very contemplative right now. You are seeking your divine femininity to to try to find balance since a question has arisen. You're thinking about something, basically, and you're here for it, but there's an aspect of holding back or naivety, meaning just ignorance, like not really knowing what to expect, feeling, I wouldn't, overwhelmed is not the right word, but feeling that sense of, oh gosh, is this it? Is this what I'm doing? Like, okay, we're doing it, that type of thing. I'm getting that from this reading. So if that is your energy, let's get right on into the reading. The first thing we're going to do is take a look here at this Runic Woman Bind Rune that I made. The very first rune, as I said in the beginning, the core rune in this bind rune is the woman rune. It is in the position where her womb is, as is the ing rune, meaning container or meaning womb. And on top of that is Verkana, the Earth Mother, as I was saying. So there's a lot of very strong feminine runes in this bind rune. And I'm getting the sense that you have strength, and you know that you have the strength inside of you. You're feeling a little out of touch with it, and you're seeking a way to grasp it. So let's get into your reading here. I'm just going to pull out a handful of runes and throw them on the board. Oh my lord. Okay. Alright, so there is a bunch of runes that came out, and they came out all the which ways. A lot of them are off of the board, and one of them landed on my shoe, which is kind of funny. So, wait a second. I have a bit of a strange setup here to try to keep my phone from overheating, so it's going to take a minute to show you the runes. So here are the runes on the board. We have 3 of them, 2 overturned, and Journey in reverse. We have 1 rune over here overturned, a few over here, both overturned, and right side up. Tiwas, Othala, and then the one on my shoe. So I am getting a sense here that I want to start this reading with this rune here that's overturned at the base rune, or at the root of the problem. It's on the board, but it's overturned. This goes for what I was saying earlier. So it's Uruz, the strength rune, but it's overturned, and it's at the root of root of the problem, or the basis of this reading. So when you look at it like that, you can read it in its weakness form, meaning I get the sense that either you are feeling weak or something has made you feel weak, and that's not something you're normally used to. And I just moved my foot and wasn't even thinking about it. I just moved my foot, and the rune that was on my shoe fell off and flipped over to Runyu, meaning joyful companionship, but it is in its reverse position. So if you're feeling weak, I'm getting the sense that either you are feeling like a friendship has ended, you're feeling alone, or that the people around you aren't bringing you joy. So this weakness has something to do with a lack of joyful companionship or a lack of coming together. Maybe a disarray, like how the runes landed. Maybe you're feeling like you're having a hard time working with other people or the people around you. So let's take a look at this rune that's underneath Rido. Oh, this is actually a very positive rune. It's God's gift. It's Gabo. So, in the sense of joyful companionship here, and with it being underneath the reversed Rido, meaning underneath a stop in journey, kind of, I see that you're seeking a mystical union. Now, that could mean you're seeking a mystical union inside yourself, a mystical union with God, but with the way that Wunyu jumped off of my foot here, is that I feel like you're seeking companionship. Maybe an intimate connection with someone. And if we look at the rune right underneath the table here, kind of on the cloth, pointing up, but still reversed. So it's like pointing up towards the reversed journey rune, Rido. It's Othala. This is a family rune. It means community. I'm getting the sense that maybe something happened inside your family that caused a feeling of weakness and a lack of companionship, a real disconnect. It's feeling like everything is going every which way. Everything is in a disarray. Because there's only 3 runes on the board and 2 of them are turned over, and then all of the runes went everywhere. So now I thought to turn over this rune here that was right next to the reversed Othala, but this rune over here under my leg, the upside down rune, that was off the board to the right, was calling me to me, so I'm going to turn it over, see what it is. The Tower. The Tower. So this is Hagalaz, and it is in its stasis position. It was overturned, meaning that it's not there. Like, it hasn't happened. But maybe you're trying to avoid it. You're feeling very weak, and this weakness was kind of diagonal to this Hagalaz. So Hagalaz means hail or hailstorm, and it means a catalyst, or even like a very cataclysmic event, something that hit with a lot of force and just kind of destroyed everything in its wake. So this is overturned, and it's down here. So I feel like you're looking at a tower moment, or at a possible end to things. But the thing about hail is that it also melts into water, which brings life. So I'm sensing that you're looking at something that looks like a calamity, like it could bring a big problem, or it could be a big problem, but you're not quite sure about it, because when you're not looking at it, the journey stops, if that makes sense. So like you feel stuck. that has something to do with family. So I get the sense that for your family to achieve victory or success, because this is here at Stacy's position, T1. You're trying to avoid something or someone. Now I see with Gebo here, meaning mystical union, and Wunu being joyful companionship reversed, that maybe you are trying to avoid really looking at or communicating with or connecting with someone. And I get the sense that it has to do with family. But in not looking at this hail or this witch, the journey is stopping. There's a stoppage in the journey. Now victory and success. Whoop. Ha! It fell out of my hand. To me, that means that you feel like victory or success is slipping out of your hands. And it's kind of like off away from this overturned family rune, kind of connecting you to this reverse joyful companionship. So maybe you feel like someone or something is a victory or success to you. And it also feels like a mystical union or God's gift. But something about family is making it so you don't feel like you can grasp it. So let's take a look here at this rune that's overturned underneath family finally. Huh. That's interesting. It's Thurzaz, or the Thor rune, meaning strength. But it's not... it's not come to fruition. And if the root problem is weakness, meaning you're feeling weak, you're feeling like you can't take the steps you need to take, then maybe you're feeling like your true strength is in your family, and that would lead to success. And you feel like you need to protect your family. And maybe you aren't feeling like you are protecting them by looking at this situation, at this person. Which also fell out of my grasp. So you're having a really hard time grasping it. You don't really know what to do. There's a lot out here and there's a lot of options. And there's a lot of good and a lot of bad in both things. But I do see that you're trying to ignore this hail and that you feel stopped or stuck. Or maybe you just really don't know how to take the plunge. Or feel like you shouldn't take the plunge. And I automatically turned Thurzaz back over when I put it down, so that it was face down and I couldn't see the strength. And Othala is underneath it, or is on top of it still, reversed. So I feel like your family, you feel like your family, or this obligation to your community, to your lineage, is hiding your strength from you. You feel chained down, weak, and you see this change that could change everything and maybe bring joyful companionship. But your obligations are keeping you from it. Keeping you from success even. So, away from all of this, off of this scarf, is, in the grass, is Sowilo, the lightning rune. Now it means vitality, popularity, and success. So I'm getting the sense here to look at this rune magic book for Sowilo. To see what words come out at me. Alright, so success, vitality, good fortune, popularity, and the esoteric version is the higher self, the spiritual will, enlightenment, and divine blessing. So I think it is kind of seeming a little bit like a mystery here, but the animal for it is lion. And the astrology is sun. So I think that means I think it means strength. So there's this strength here, the Leo. It's reminding me of the strength card, which is very connected to Leo. And on top of it is this overturned rune, which is the blank rune. I equate it to the Fool rune, which is basically like an optimistic new beginning. So on top of vitality and popularity and good fortune is this new beginning. And it's kind of straddling success and victory. So I feel like you're having 2 or 3 or really just one big choice that is causing a whole bunch of different choices. And everything's in a bit of a disarray. So with vitality and pop. Okay, so I think you're seeing someone vital and popular and who's a new beginning to you. You see that they could be a success, but you're afraid that they're not the joyful companionship that you're seeking, and you have to disappoint someone or a community or a system. You have to turn away from something in order to go towards this joyful companionship. So right now, you're in a decision. You are not in any which way, which is why this whole reading is so confusing, because you don't know what choice you want to make, and you don't know how you feel. You feel weak, but you have a lot of other emotions as well. You know, you clicked on this, so you know you have the strength here. You know you have this strength and this divine femininity. So, let's see what advice God or the universe, the spirits, has for you. Yeah? Alright. Huh. So, Kenaz, the magic rune, or the magic we create within ourselves. So creativity, the light fire, or the fire that we light to create fire and night. So like, it's the point, the torch created by humanity to help light our way. And it is in this reverse position, which means darkness, confusion, and basically not knowing where to go. So as advice, be fucking confused. Let yourself be whoever the fuck you are, and don't fucking care what anyone else does, because fuck them. Seriously, you have a lot of emotions going on right now, and you don't know what choice to make, and that's okay. The right choice will come to you, because it always will. The choice, if you don't make the choice, the universe will make the choice for you. So I hope you just let yourself live in this confusion. Don't make a decision just yet, okay? That's what I'm saying. Don't make a decision. Really think about it. You're in this point where you should go into your hermit mode and listen to that voice inside of yourself. Listen to what it says. Be creative, be passionate, and just let yourself be. Because the more you think about it, the more confused you're gonna get, and the more stuck you'll feel. So let it go. Maybe you should sing that song in the shower. So that's your rune reading for today. My advice is to let it be confused, and if anyone is trying to get on your case for whatever you're doing, say fuck them. Just say, I'm not ready to make a decision. I'm not ready to do what you want me to do right now. I need to focus on me. All right. I hope that helped, and I will see you in the next reading. Have a good day. Let's blow out your offering candle. Yes.